está pagando 2.45. Sí, paga 2.45. La victoria del Real Madrid no paga 1.45, paga 1.45. El que ha estado más cerca de la victoria ha sido evidentemente el Real Madrid. Real Madrid gana.
Welcome back to the Santiago Bernabeu. The players are back out on the pitch, the Real Madrid players anyway. Madrid, who have dominated, I think it's fair to say, the first half of proceedings in this second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final against Barcelona. The Barca players hanging back in the tunnel momentarily as Rakitic seems to be giving them a little bit of a pep talk. We can see movement on the Madrid bench, both Gareth Bale and Marcelo making signs that they may be preparing to come out on at some stage soon. We've seen a 45 minutes, Duncan, in which Barcelona have just edged the possession of the rival, not quite having the finished product, which has been a little bit the theme of Vinicius this season. Any positives for Barcelona? I mean, I would only suggest we've seen Barcelona put in some very poor first-half performances of late. I'm thinking, for example, at the weekend against Sevilla, coming back in the second half and proving to be almost unstoppable. You do have to go back to 1991 for the last time that Barcelona lost a game against Madrid in the Bernabeu when they went in at 0-0 at half-time.
That's a great stat. Yeah, I think Real Madrid were far better in the first half. Having said that, Barca did create a few chances. Okay, they didn't have a shot on goal, but Dembélé looked dangerous in the final third. Messi looked dangerous at times, especially breaking. They looked to play Real Madrid at their own game 2 or 3 times, catching them on the counter-attack. We know how dangerous this Barca side are in attack. Luis Suarez's goal-scoring record at this stadium is absolutely incredible. 16 goals in 17 games here at the Santiago Bernabeu. Leo Messi's on fire at the moment, coming into this game after a fantastic hat-trick at the weekend. All 3 goals very, very special, so there's no doubt that Barca can be dangerous. However, Real Madrid have definitely shaded the first half and I think had 5 shots
And with the score at 0-0, of course, they have 1 foot at least in the final of the Copa del Rey. Semedo blocking that attempted pass through to Vinicius. It'll be a throw to Real Madrid, quickly taken by Reguilon. Toni Kroos. Casemiro. Modric. Sees Benzema's run, finds him. Reguilon. Toni Kroos. Casemiro. There's a confidence about the way Madrid have started, even just less than a minute into this second half. Carvajal back to Luka Modric.
That would have been what Solari said at half-time. Continue as you ended the first half, because Real Madrid grew into the game. They got better and better as it went on, and the last 10 minutes were all Real Madrid.
Modric back to Rafa Varane, who plays it square to the captain, Ramos. Toni Kroos. Reguilon. Let's not forget Duncan either, that challenge in the area by Semedo on Vinicius.
Yep.
Which, even though VAR looked at it, we felt could easily have been given.
Yeah,
it wasn't given.
I was surprised once it had gone to VAR. I was really surprised it wasn't given, because there was quite clearly contact. I think the VAR team just deciding it was a coming together of legs rather than an actual foul, but I really thought the referee was going to point to the spot.
Benzema blocked for the second time by Dembélé. Eventually finds Lucas Vázquez. Here's Carvajal. Just outside the Barca area, what, 3-4 yards out.
A lot of talk about Lucas Vázquez. Before this game, well, a lot of talk about Gareth Bale before this game, but it would have been Lucas Vázquez who wouldn't have played had the Welshman started, and I think Lucas Vázquez has been absolutely brilliant. Been at the centre of just about everything alongside Vinicius for
over the top, and once again Barcelona on the back foot. Free kick given in attack. Lovely free kick from Kroos, and Benzema had a very similar one at the weekend against Levante, that his leap was well above the defence. Gets a decent contact. Penalised in the end for putting his hand on the shoulder of Busquets. But I was saying Solari regularly brings Bale on to replace Lucas Vázquez, and Bale has a habit, as Messi wins a free kick brought down by Luka Modric, Gareth Bale has a habit of scoring special goals on special occasions.
He does, he's a big game player, isn't he? And he's scored some goals in the last few weeks. Coming off the bench, he scored that beauty against Espanyol, where he just clipped the ball.
Leo Messi to take the free kick. Messi swings it in, finding the head of Gerard Piqué. That one even higher than Benzema's. Did well to get to it, Gerard Piqué.
Gareth Bale, of course, also the man who last stopped Barca in their tracks in this competition, and the man who last handed a title to Real Madrid with that brilliant solo goal when he took on Marc Bartra, ran into row Z of the stadium to come back onto the pitch and find the back of the net. Brilliant run from Gareth Bale, and a very, very special goal.
Gerard Piqué. Langlais. Alba. Lovely run from Dembélé, superbly spotted by Alba. Against Madrid in a Clásico in the Bernabeu. Duncan, he's done it again, and the Bernabeu quite rightly is stunned. Jordi Alba down the left, combining, spotting the run of Dembélé, feeding it through to him perfectly. Dembélé cuts it back into the box. Suarez opens the body up, side foots it beyond the reach of Keylor Navas. The back of the net bulges. 1-0 to Barcelona.
Well, we're talking about Gareth Bale being a big game player. So too is the Uruguayan. 17 in 18 at the Santiago Bernabeu. for Luis Suarez, and this is just a classic Suarez goal. What a brilliant first-time finish. It's an excellent ball in from Dembélé, take nothing away from his service, but special yet again from Suarez. He knows where the goal is. He only needs one touch and he buries it.
And completely gets the better of Sergio Ramos there in the process. Not much Keylor Navas could have done. Luis Suarez once again.
And this is what we're saying, Simon. Real Madrid may have dominated. Real Madrid may have had 5 shots to Barca's 1 in the first half, but you know how clinical this Barca side are in attack. We saw it against Sevilla at the weekend in La Liga. Sevilla quite deservedly took a 2-1 lead in that game, but Barca came back and won 4-2.
Advantage played by the referee after the challenge on Suarez, Dembélé, and then Rakitic just unable to make it pay. Here's Luka Modric, wide open at the moment. Benzema, very straight, solid back line of 4 from Barca as Vinicius plays it back to Benzema. Problems for Reguilon. Cruz keeps things going. Vinicius. Lovely ball into Carvajal. He can't quite make the return pass. Still Carvajal. Semedo plays it out to Rakitic. Messi dispossessed by Casemiro. His shadow tonight. Reguilon. Benzema. Piqué with the interception. Busquets casually turning away from Vinicius Jr. Ter Stegen clears only his front. Semedo plays it back to Cruz. Cruz on the left foot! Not too far away from the German. Well-struck left foot shot from the edge of the box. It's his perfect position. Yep. He usually prefers it on the other foot, but he struck that firmly.
Yes,
not that far away, Duncan.
It wasn't, as you say, this is Toni Kroos territory. Usually he's running onto the ball. We've seen him do that so many times, that curler into the top corner as he approaches the area. Good reaction from Real Madrid. Well, I say good reaction, this is exactly how they were playing before the Barca goal, but they haven't let it affect them.
Cruz combining with Benzema. Benzema looking for the combination with Lucas Vázquez. It was a bit slow to see the return ball coming. Sergio Roberto almost giving it away to Reguilon. The Real Madrid players snapping into the challenges with a bit more urgency than Barcelona, although Busquets has a sliding challenge there. The whistle goes. Free kick for that challenge by Busquets from behind on Sergio Reguilon. Busquets claiming he caught the ball. Reguilon quickly to his feet.
Yeah, he does get the ball, doesn't he? No question that he gets the ball first. He goes through Reguilon a little bit. I'm not sure there was quite as much contact as Reguilon made out as he dropped down to his knees.
It's got to be Toni Kroos again. Barcelona have clawed back that advantage of the away goal scored last week in the Camp Nou. And that was close indeed from Carlos Casemiro. That's not quite as close as it may have appeared.
Well, it should have been closer, I think. It's a free header.
It's a really well-taken free kick. He gets there ahead of Sergio Busquets.
It's a completely free header. No one's really jumping with him. Piqué and Busquets either side of him, but he's head and shoulders above both of them. Should have done better there, Casemiro.
Bruce. Reguilon. Vinicius gets away from Piqué. Look at the difference in pace. Vinicius, and it's brilliantly defended by Sergio Busquets. Corner for Real Madrid. Vinicius pumps a fist and tries to get the fans, the more radical, vociferous fans behind that goal, defended by Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Vinicius says, get behind us. What do? They get behind them.
I saw him do that in the first half as well. Shows the confidence that he has. He's now conducting the crowd as well.
Cruz with the corner. Nobody gets a touch. It comes to Benzema. Intercepted by Jordi Alba. Lovely ball into Suarez. So intelligent from Alba. Gets the return ball. 3 against 2. If Alba can make the pass pay, he finds Leo Messi. That's never a bad option. Still Messi gets away from Varane. Still Messi. And Lucas Vázquez with a fantastic challenge. Taking the ball off Messi's feet. Gets into the Barcelona half. Casemiro picks out Toni Kroos.
Where was Lucas Vázquez hiding? He was hiding in the shadows. He came out of absolutely nowhere to pinch the ball off Leo Messi there.
Vinicius goes down again under the challenge of Semedo. In the end, it's taken off him. Gerard Piqué side foots it out into the path of Sergio Roberto. It's end-to-end stuff. It's a lovely ball to Suarez. Tries to link with Messi. Messi turns to her and says, "I am human, Luis. Come on."
He's not though, is he?
He's not.
What a game. It was frantic and it was frenetic in the first half, and it's exactly the same in this second half.
Here's Reguilón set through by Sergio Ramos. Back to Toni Kroos. Kroos swings it in towards Benzema, headed away by Clement Lenglet. Dembélé wellies it forward. Varane gets the better in the air of Leo Messi. Comes to Dembélé again. Leaves it for Rakitic. Good defending from Carvajal. Madrid with the ball back in their possession once more. Well, once again, Duncan, 11, almost 12 minutes of the second half. It seems like it started about...
Disappoints.
Clear push there from Semedo on Reguilón. There's the challenge in the Barcelona area a little bit early. Vinicius very quick to get back to his feet and won the ball. Semedo showing physicality. And there he got the ball first, and Reguilón tripping over his leg as he followed through. Meanwhile, here's Leo Messi. Gets away from Modric, picks out Dembélé. Dembélé, Ramos, solid as a rock, winning it back, and he had to win that ball. This will be a free kick, and it will be a card. It's a yellow card for Lucas Vázquez. The first yellow card, I believe, Duncan, of the game so far.
I think you're right, and just worried me for a moment what colour the card was going to be then. The referee was running across with such purpose. He so dramatically thrust his hand into his pocket that it looked as though maybe it was going to be something more than a yellow. Certainly wasn't deserving of more than a yellow card. He says he won the ball. He did win the ball, but then he carries on with his momentum, slides through and takes out the man as well. Was a foul by Vázquez. Maybe a bit harsh to get a yellow card.
Quite remarkable that a game played at this pace, at this level of intensity, just the one yellow card coming on 58 minutes. That shows that the referee's in command, I think, and also that this game played with brilliant spirit. Rakitic! Can he go all the way? No, he can't. He takes a tumble, and there's a chance for Madrid on the break. Vinicius gets away from Semedo. Can't get past Busquets. Benzema finds Casemiro. Well, I said in the first half, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's being played at a tremendous rhythm. Lucas. Back to Varane. It does well, combining with Lucas to come away from that situation. Back to Casemiro. Casemiro pinging it wide to Reguilón. Looks up, he's got Vinicius in the middle. Gets away from Semedo, gets the cross in! And on the far post, Lucas Vázquez can't make the contact. He's down on the floor, grabbing at his leg. The referee goes to see what on earth is going on. And also Jordi Alba sandwiching Lucas Vázquez. Let's see if we can see. Well, there's an arm. I don't know if there's anything incredibly obvious there.
That's a difficult one. It's
there, however, there could have been from Ramos. There's Ramos with his trademark gesture. When Ramos does that, get up, it usually means he's committed a foul, and I think there he did. That's a telltale sign from Sergio Ramos.
And it's inside the box, it's right on the line.
Yeah.
It should have been a penalty, I think, probably.
Well, 1-1 in terms of possible penalties as well. Kroos.
I think maybe Rakitic may...
Ramos. Reguilón, lovely ball. I think half the Bernabeu at the very least, and half of the commentary box here were on our feet thinking there was the equaliser.
Yeah, I thought that was in. What a save from Ter Stegen. Here's this chance, it's just brilliant.
What a header. And what a save. Cruz. Modric. Got Carvajal outside him. Intelligent run from Carvajal, but forced to break. Picks out Vinicius. Reguilon with him. Whips it in to almost be greeted by Dani Carvajal. Ter Stegen very anxious to get the ball back in play. A bit. It's Langley. Semedo. Sergio Busquets, who sees a yellow card.
Not too many complaints from Sergio Busquets, which makes you think he probably deserved it.
Well, let's look at it again because it's absolutely clear to me.
Oh, yeah, he sides him down with both feet, doesn't he? Gets in with the right just in case he goes in with the left too. Makes double short.
Great attempt.
Simon, you can watch it in a replay and it looks like he's got all the time in the world, but there's no backlift when you're a goalkeeper. You know a shot's coming in because the player's lifting his foot. When it's a header, it comes straight off his head and he has to make the save.
Reguilon, this time he cuts it back, caught on the edge of the box by Lucas Vázquez. Sergio Roberto, free kick. Lucas Vázquez, well, he apologises immediately, just clipped him.